So up to date, there were no rape charges investigated by the police on this young girl. Never. The fact that she was human trafficked, the fact that she was gang raped for 6 months on end was never investigated. She was willing to go and point the house. And I always believe when we go to that house right now, we might find another girl being groomed to be the next prostitute on the corner in your town. But they never ever did anything to take her. And they shipped her off. They stole her after Mrs. Masibuku, Faith Masibuku, the MEC said we should put into a place of safety. We waited here because Captain Mukwena said we must wait here. The people will come and fetch us. And we waited. 4:45, I had to leave because I had to fetch my little boy from creche. It was the latest I ever fetched him from creche. And as I stopped at the creche to pick up my little boy, I got a phone call from the volunteers at Crossroads saying to me, Tannie Annari, you need to come back. They took the victim and they took off. They just went with her. So when I called, I was very arrogantly answered that I needn't be to be in place of safety. The victim needs to be in place of safety. And they never informed me or family members where they took her. We later on, 3 months later, she called, or there was a call from her from a phone booth, and we tried to phone that number back, and I think it was days before somebody answered and said, listen, when I asked, where are we? You know, just tell me, where am I? And then that child answered, you're at the Walter Sisulu place of safety. And then we first knew, 3 months after she was taken from us, that she was put into Walter Sisulu place of safety. And then from there on, the family and I went to a local welfare organization, and we begged them to help us to get her back to us, you know, so that we could have time to sit with her, to visit her, and to tell her that we did not forget about her, and that we're still there for her. And it really took weeks for us to get through to this welfare worker and getting him to go with us to Walter Sisulu to actually see her, and then also discovered, and we were told that the way she ended up there was so corrupt, and understandably today Walter Sisulu has been closed down, and if I see how they acted with this victim, it just makes sense that they were closed down at the end. So she was then brought back with my car, with Crossroads' car, with my fuel, because the welfare worker did not have a car at that time. When we had permission to go and fetch her, he told me that, you know, there was no car available, and I offered my car and my fuel, and we went to fetch her at Walter Sisulu, and we brought her back to Vanderbijl Park. And there where we stopped, and this welfare worker turned to me and said to me, okay, this is where it stops. You must now forget where you left her, because you're not allowed to see her. And I was like stunned, you know, you could have hit me. And we've tried. The family were allowed to visit her once, and that was very traumatic because of a lot of reasons. I was never allowed to see her again until she came to me when she actually ran away from that place of safety after she was raped by the place of safety's owner, the woman who's in charge of that place of safety, where 4 girls were placed. She ran away after the 21-year-old son of this woman raped her. And she told people, and they wouldn't listen to her, so she ran away. And she came to me for help.